So Elon Musk has invested 1.5 billion in Bitcoin. What happens next? Hi, this is Charlie giving you a brief video here on Monday. So this is what's happened. We've just had some news out today regards Elon Musk investing 1.5 billion, and significantly now he's going to be accepting payments for Tesla cars based on Bitcoin. Ties in well with PayPal and everything he's doing over there. So Bitcoin, as we can see, is really thrusted higher. I've got Bitcoin futures up here. It's really thrusted higher just today on that news. But I think the main thing to look at with Bitcoin is look at this. It's a beautiful chart, as far as you very rarely see a chart where you've got such a trend where every moving average are stacked in the right order on top of one another. I've got the 20 here, then my black line's the 50, the 100, the 200, and right down the bottom the 500. So it's a beautiful looking fanned out chart in that regard. So what next for Bitcoin? Well, the last time that Elon Musk posted something on Bitcoin was on this day here, and that was when he changed his, I think it was his profile. He put Bitcoin in his profile on his Twitter account, and anyway, Bitcoin shot up and actually didn't hold on to those gains. So it'd be really interesting to see what happens here. One thing I want to warn you about is the potential here for a divergence. This is just a simple MACD indicator here. Don't get me wrong, I'm an investor of Bitcoin myself. I hold it. I'm quite happy to see Bitcoin if it carries on going up to new highs. I'm just saying it's a bit of a warning here on the daily chart that if we saw, now it's made new highs here, sometimes you get a new sort of a news spike, but actually the market can't hold on to it. Not in the short term anyway. I'm still a long-term bull on Bitcoin, but just in case, it's just a warning, just in case that the potential's there for divergence. If it then starts to sell off, if we did have a red down day at some point, then I would take it that actually it's not going to be able to hold on to this in the short term. So I think that's a slight warning there, and sometimes it's very easy to get excited about a market on a piece of news and then they can't hold on. But let's see firstly if it can hold on, and then in the coming days whether it can keep making new highs. And I think if it can, following into tomorrow, if tomorrow it can hold on to new highs, then that's a really good positive for it. But it's a warning shot that there is this divergence down here, which could mean that or as good as this looks right now, that it could still gradually eke off again. So just a bit of a warning there for you. As far as Bitcoin's concerned, don't think, oh, this is going to the moon. Hopefully it does, but I'm just a warning that if it doesn't, that may be what's going on. And what happens if it doesn't? Where to next? So what happens if it does start to gradually sell off? Then I still think that on the futures charts here, that it hasn't pulled back to its daily 50. Now it has on Bitfinex, so it hit the 50-day moving average back then, but it hasn't on the futures. So there is scope for it to pull back if it wants to. But overall, that I continue to say that every time that Bitcoin does pull back, then it's a worthwhile buy as and when the next pullback happens. We had a bit of a pullback just last month, and if there's another pullback at some point, great, it's another buying opportunity. So, but other than that, this is in a raging bull market, as we can see, and no doubt at some point there will be mini crashes along the way. There always are, but that was a very positive sign for Bitcoin. If you like these videos, do give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And by all means, post any of your expert comments in the bottom, because I've only just covered off a brief touch there on Bitcoin and what it could do. I'd love to see it carry on right away up to 50,000 and beyond, but we have to at least offer some caution there as well, just in case we do see a red down day, what that could mean. Take care for now.